Well, a nice summer day across the region. A look at some of the high temperatures. You can see 88 at the airport in Charlottesville. We've got 92, the high there in Richmond, 91 in Washington. The humidity was down today. It should be a little bit lower tomorrow, so that's all good news. And other than a few isolated showers, most of the region was dry. There's the view outside as we look off to the south and southwest to see from Scott Stadium this evening. Again, temperatures will just slowly fall back here for tonight. Here's a nice shot gearing up for the 4th of July. A sparkler there from Margaret Johnson behind the backdrop of the American flag. We're 86 currently at the airport, 87 there in Madison. We've got 87 in Palmyra, 87 there in Dillon. You saw a little shower earlier, 84 in Livingston, and some lower 80s from Waynesboro to Stanton. Again, regional temperatures right now are pretty much in the mid 80s across the region. The dew points, which measure moisture content in the atmosphere, are much lower than where they were 24 hours ago. And numbers in the 60s, a little bit more easy to take as opposed to numbers that were in the low and mid 70s like we saw earlier this week. Things are quiet now on Doppler radar, but as mentioned, there were a few tiny little short-lived showers from earlier this afternoon. You see those little specks there. Most of the region was quiet. Temperatures here tonight, mid to upper 60s across central Virginia. That's seasonable. Some lower 60s out to the west. It'll, again, feel a little bit better as you start your day tomorrow. Here's a look at our Independence Day holiday. Temperatures in the morning, 60s and 70s. Seasonable, 85 to near 90, a little less humid. So again, dry conditions expected and should be nice, taking us into fireworks time tomorrow evening as temperatures will slowly fall back through the 70s, and again between 9 and 11 o'clock. So a nice Independence Day weather forecast, and that takes us into the weekend as well, as temperatures will kind of hover in the upper 80s to right around 90 degrees. A tinge more humid here on Sunday, and as we look at the overall rain chances, again expecting pretty much dry conditions the next several days. We get closer toward Monday and Tuesday and next week. Once again, those daily storm chances will make a return along with the increased humidity and slow-moving fronts. More organized severe weather this evening, this afternoon and this evening, up across portions of New England, back into portions of New York State and Pennsylvania. A front is slowly pushing its way down the coast. It'll kind of just reinforce some drier air for us for tomorrow as high pressure builds in from the west. Now, we do have some disturbed weather that's off the Florida Peninsula here, actually over the Florida Peninsula, and over the next 2 days, it could become better organized. National Hurricane Center is giving this area a 30% chance development within the next 2 days and about a 60% development beyond that. So if this does become a depression or a named storm, it would be Barry. In the short term, it could bring some showers back across portions of the coastal Carolinas by Sunday. So something to monitor there in the short term. But things are quiet for us as we start tomorrow morning. A nice Independence Day here on Friday afternoon, 85 to around 90. As we move into Saturday morning, we'll start in the 60s, and then Saturday afternoon, 85 to around 90. Tonight then, mostly clear, less humid, more comfortable as temperatures fall through the 60s. There's a look at the Michael and Son 7-day forecast. After what has been another active week with showers and storms, it's nice to have some dry times that takes us and coincides with the holiday here, taking us into the weekend, and then we'll gear up for more storminess and temperatures either side of 90 for much of next week.
All right, Eric, thank you.